Hey, it's Courier Girl, and let's talk about money. So, I want to know what happens when you get extra money in a week or a month or however often you get paid, okay? Like, what happens if, like, the stars align and everything's perfect and you make, like, double what you're used to making? Do you put that money away? Do you keep it? Do you spend it? Do you start, like, mentally upgrading your lifestyle? How do you deal with it? Because for me, that's been kind of a struggle over the years, not just with courier work, but with other things where I have a good day or a good week or a good month, and I'm like, ooh, this is going to happen all the time. That's what we want to think. We got that extra bonus, we got that extra work, and we're just like, okay, this is a new normal, and I'm going to be making this much all the time. And that's totally not true, right? So, I finally learned that I have to count that extra money as exactly what it is, extra money, and not count on it unless it becomes a new normal over a few months. So let's say that I get a lot of extra work and I make, say, $1,000 extra this week. And I'm like all excited and I'm going to spend it, or I'm going to be like, oh, I can move into a better place. I can do this. I can go on vacation just because of 1 week. Well, put the brakes on, Maria, right? I don't need to be doing that. What I need to do is say, okay, this is an anomaly. This is something that happened once, and I'm so happy that it happened, but I can't count on it forever. So what I do with that money is a couple different things. First of all, I don't get super excited. I mean, I'm excited for the money, but I don't get super excited thinking my entire life has changed. So that's big. And second, I usually just put it in a bank. So I keep an emergency fund that I keep a few different funds. Okay. I keep a maintenance fund where I put a percentage of each check that goes towards maintenance. So when I have maintenance bills, I don't have to worry about covering them, especially if they're larger. Tires are what, $700-800. So I want to make sure I have that money in there before I need to get tires, so I'm not like scrambling. So some of my paycheck goes into the maintenance fund, some of it goes into an emergency fund, and that has a cap on it. So once I have so much money in my emergency fund that I'm comfortable, then anything over will go into investments because I like to have my money making money. And that at first was just a high interest savings account, and then it went into like different equities and different types of investments. And I'm not going to get into all of that here, but my point is that now that I'm smarter, a little wiser, I don't go through the mental gymnastics of thinking that because I got money once, that it's going to be an everyday thing or an every week thing, and I can, go out and increase or up my lifestyle because of this one-time thing. Because what's going to happen is when the money goes back down to its normal amount, which it will, then I'm going to be scrambling to cover my expenses. And I don't like to live like that. I like to live with lots of extra money. I like to make way more than I spend, way more than I need just to survive, because then I can have savings and I can have a cushion. And if I want to buy something, I don't have to like worry about how I'm going to pay for it. I don't have to put it on credit and then pay it off over a lot of months at high interest. That's my personal thing. I like to live, what do they call it, below your means. But I know not everybody's like that, and I know not everybody can do that, especially if you've got kids and you've got maybe student loan debt and you've got other types of expenses that you have to pay off. So you may not be in the same situation as me, but let me tell you, it's a great place to be going for. So I highly encourage that. And I have another YouTube channel called Wealth Creation that talks all about that type of stuff. But I'll link that below, but I don't want to make this about that. I want to make this about, what do you do when you get that extra windfall? Do you put it away? Do you start mentally spending it or actually spending it? How do you deal with it? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know what you think about the ideas that I gave you here in this video, because I always want feedback. I love to get feedback. All right, that's it for now. Ready to do my next pickup, so I'll see you on the road.